Start your browser. Type in the address of your gateway. Start the configurator. Log in with the root password. Open the folder where you want to insert the remote A440. Lock the gateway. Right mouse click on the right window. New. Choose a name for your remote A440. Choose the type, remote A440. Type in the code. The code could be found on the case of the remote A440. The serial number is typically the same as the code. Just keep the default icon, just keep the default group. If not already selected, choose the GPRS modem, as a modem type. Choose the port where the GPRS should connect. Check the communications. Don't activate the checkbox close connection after pole. If it is checked, please uncheck it. Keep the default settings. Change the X data package length to 240. Keep all the others as default. Click OK. Press the update button to update the configuration. In our case, we need to refresh to see our remote A440. One thing I forgot to add on the configuration was the shared secret. Shared secret needs to match with the shared secret on the remote A440. We keep it simple at the first time. Right mouse click on the RTU. Choose Connect Sensors. Choose RF out for the internal sensors. Double click or select the Connect button. Charging regulator. Internal temperature if necessary. Radio error rate, both of them, and the data delay. These are the most common technical sensors you will need on the remote A440. On IOA and on IOB, you have the option to connect the measurements for the internal batteries packs if using 2 battery packs. Otherwise, the standard battery voltage pack is good enough. We click OK. So now you can see the connected technical sensors. There's no sensor on the hardware side on the remote A440. The remote A440 connections are only for technical sensors. We can cross the update button to save our configuration. So next step is to add the A440, which is inside the remote A440. So we go to the system configuration, we select the wireless modems, we right mouse click on the right side, we choose new, we give them a name, A440 on remote A440 number 1. We choose the interface. In this case we select the remote A440 with the ID. We insert the serial number of the A440. You can find the serial number of the A440 on the outside of the remote A440 case on the sticker. Type is A440. The code is the same as the serial number. Choose the radio frequency, choose the channel spacing, select the radio error rates you want to record. The good idea to select log all poles for the first time for debugging. The ping interval with 3600 seconds is okay. Change the check interval to 300 or 450 seconds. That depends on the normal slot rate of your RTUs, which are collected through the A440. So if you're working on a standard slot of 900, you choose 450 seconds. You click OK. Right mouse click on the entry, connect sensor, choose the power output and probably radio error rates and the delay sensors. These are the most common technical sensors for the A440. Power output to identify if there's any problem on the radio output, radio error rates, that is the communication between the A850 and the A440, and data delay allows to select to create an alarm once the A440 is not longer online for a certain time. Click on OK, click on Update and save the configuration. So that's more or less the how to insert a remote A440. Your radio units routed through the remote A440 now can be inserted as standard RTUs, for example an A723 Series 4. So we insert an A723 Series 4, we select them, we give them the correct code, serial number, we choose wireless, and we choose our modem, which is the name of our A440. We keep all the other things default. That's okay so far. X data package rank 120 is okay so far. Pole packets okay 40. Pole packets delay 80. That's okay so far. We click on OK. We are now able to connect our sensors. Right mouse click, connect sensors, RF in, RF out, battery voltage, charging regulator, internal temperature, power output, radio error rates and delay data. These are the most common technical sensors on the remote A440. We can now add our temperature sensor, double click on it, for example, our relative humidity sensor, our precipitation for pyranometer, on IOB we have the full sensor range again, So we can connect the leaf wetness sensor on IOP, and for example the wind speed and the wind direction. We click OK. We click on the update button. So now the A850 is ready for the remote A440 to connect. So after the remote A440 connects, the A850 keeps the connection with the GPRS unit of the remote A440, and all commands are sent through the GPRS port to the remote A440, to the A440, through the radio to the RTUs. To close the system, we unlock and we can close the configurator. Now it's time to make a backup. Backup the configuration and save it on your disk or on your network drive to make sure if anything happens you can restore from this backup.